What's up, everybody? D-Man back. Well, I threw two hands in there that time. What's up, everybody? D-Man back. Welcome to a brand new video, and today we're going to be doing another Godzilla and Kong news and updates abridged. In this video, I wanted to highlight a portion of a previous video where I talked about why Nathan Lind won't be returning to Godzilla and Kong. Nathan Lind was, of course, in many ways, our leading protagonist for Godzilla vs. Kong, and I could say our main character for the movie, and yet, despite that, he is not returning for Godzilla vs. Kong. Where is Nathan Lind in the story? I have no idea. I would assume we're gonna get one throwaway line saying, oh, Nathan's off doing that thing with maybe Mark Russell, because he's also not coming back. So maybe it'll be like, Nathan's over there working with Mark trying to figure out the whole Rodan situation. I don't know. But I think they're going to write him off in one line and that'll be that. Maybe he'll be like working with Apex trying to figure out a way forward with that company that now that half of their upper CEOs have died and they've been exposed as building a Mechagodzilla and trying to do nefarious things. Monarch still needs the Heaves to get into the Hollow Earth, so they still have to have some sort of working relationship with Apex. Doesn't matter if your company is evil, they still own the patent for that invention. This is the biggest story for the video, but Dan Stevens, the star of Adam Wingard's The Guest, is joining the Monsterverse. He is joining Godzilla vs. Kong as one of its new leads. That is very exciting to hear. Now, the reason that I'm a little skeptical on this is because Dan Stevens already just kind of looks like somebody copy and pasted Nathan Lind. They're kind of both just white guys with blonde hair who are very attractive and they're very handsome traditional leading men. And I'm hoping that there's a way they differentiate the two. I hope that they have majorly different personalities. I hope that Dan Stevens isn't just a substitute for Nathan Lind, because originally when they were in development on this movie, they reached back out to Alexander Skarsgard, who was going to play Nathan Lind again. He was going to reprise that role for Godzilla and Kong. Unfortunately, though, he was not able to return. Now, whether that was because he just had a miserable experience on Godzilla vs. Kong, I don't think so. As far as I can tell and from what I've heard, it's probably because he was busy filming things like Infinity Pool. Alexander Skarsgard actually has a very busy slate. Not only does he have Infinity Pool and Succession, but he also has things like Documentary Now or the upcoming projects he's worked on, Lee, The Pack, and Eric Lore. I don't know what any of these projects are, to be honest with you, but that is just a lot of things going on, a lot of things that he's involved with, and a lot of reasons why he wouldn't really be able to return. My best guess is probably he was busy with Infinity Pool and just wasn't able to return for Godzilla because of it. As far as I can tell, he had a great time on Infinity Pool, and it seems that he enjoyed that experience, so I guess good for him, but as far as we are concerned, that's a little disappointing. I mean, maybe I'm one of the only Nathan Lind stands out there, but I really like the character. He is one of my favorite protagonists in the Monsterverse. I think I might enjoy him more than I enjoy any of the cast from Godzilla King of the Monsters on their own. I think that ensemble is great, but I'm disappointed that Nathan Lind isn't back, and I hope that Dan Stevens' character isn't just a substitute for Nathan Lind, another heroic scientist who fills in that position and works with Eileen Andrews. I hope he has some notable personality difference or something to do other than just be not Nathan Lind. Now, one thing I didn't talk about in that video is that Dan Stevens is reportedly playing maybe the grandson of Bill Randa from Kong Skull Island, which is magnificent if they do that. I don't think they're gonna, though. I've heard reports that maybe Adam Wingard is doing exactly what he did with Dr. Serizawa and Ren Serizawa, where he's stripping away any relation to the characters and it'll just be like maybe a name that sticks. Maybe even the name Randa won't stick. Don't know why they would do that. If they decide to make him the grandson of Randa, I think that this character has a really interesting opportunity to be a character with a lot of depth, a lot of nuance. Maybe he doesn't really love Kong because of the situation that went down with his grandfather in Kong. I guess it doesn't really matter. The point is, it's a way to differentiate him from Nathan Lind, because I am worried that he's going to show up, he's going to be the hot blonde scientist working with Eileen Andrews, and then we're going to be like, oh, so it's just the same exact character, probably a little snarky. I have a feeling that Dan Stevens is going to play a bit more of a confident character than Nathan Lind, and maybe even a bit more of a meaner character than Nathan Lind was. Just based on his performance in The Guest, he has the ability to do that very easily. But I feel like they're gonna just make it Nathan Lind 2.0, and that's my big fear. And in that case, they should have just steered clear of that character entirely. My big worry is that it's gonna be a situation where they went, well, we wrote the script for Nathan Lind. Alexander Skarsgard couldn't return because he was busy on another project, so we just replaced the name with a different guy, and he's still doing all the same things. No! This new character should not be doing the same things. He should be a new guy doing new things. That's what they should do. Alright, that'll do it for this one, guys. I want to give a huge shout out to my patrons. Thank you to my patrons. They really, really do help keep this channel running, and I really appreciate any support I get over on the Patreon. If you want to support the Patreon, you can using the link in the description below, where you can get early access to content, access to the Discord community, and more. And that'll do it for this one, guys. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time for the next one. D-Man, out.